guys, welcome back. So if you didn't notice, we were absent for one day because dude, I checked this morning. I was like, God, it's been so long, everybody's gonna unsubscribe, they're gonna hate us. And last video was 3 days ago, and I was like, our last two videos, one of us was out of focus the entire time. Like, our camera, the settings somehow got messed up, and so it wouldn't focus for pictures, it wouldn't focus for videos, it wouldn't do anything. It was so messy, so it was annoying, but we're back, we got it fixed. Anyway, this is our 2020 project pan update. Didn't lose any products this time. We have all 10. So if you're interested to see what our progress and such looks like, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna go through things we're still working on first, and we have finished up well over 20 products at this point, but we're just continuing. And in 2021, we'll do the same thing because this is so helpful. I love it. It's very helpful because we have to have so many products. So I just think it keeps us in check. I'm just gonna go with the big kahuna first. Oh, it's so messy. This is the Laura Gilly Baked Body Frosting in Tahitian Glow. We do have a nice little side dip in. I'll insert pictures. We took some pictures. We're doing better. We made a folder on our phone and everything. So I'll take some pictures of all this stuff before we upload this so we can actually insert it and I don't have to like get up all close and you guys can see my bitten crusty nails. We don't need to go through that. So anyway, there's really good progress in this. This side of it is like completely flat. So I think it'll still take me a while to finish up, but it is way flatter than it was. There's a nice little 1/4 inch of pan in here. It's a good day. It's a good day. And this is my Colourpop Highlight in Wisp. I did repress this in the side. This is slowly but surely trucking along. I've been using this all over my body or as like a primer. I can use this as a highlight. It just has a slight cast on me and I tend to go for more pink toned highlights anyway, so it's not my favorite for that. But it is a really beautiful product and this pan is wearing pretty thin. I want to say by next month it'll be finished up, but that might be kind of a bold statement, so I'm gonna give it 2 more months. Then I have my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush. I always want to call it Hollywood Flawless Filter, but it's the airbrush pressed powder in the shade Juan. I've made a lot of progress on this. I'm gonna repress it because there's just stuff along the sides now. I use it because we don't powder our skins. I use it just along where I bronze, and then I use it to carve out my contour, and that's the only way I can powder. I really don't like setting along the perimeter of my face, but it's the only way I'm gonna get any use out of this. So it's our last powder, so yes. So we've got some like powders and contour kits. That's what we're gonna use to clean up our contour. We don't need this. And this is my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. I have this in the shade Fair 1N. Far too light. Anyway, it's kind of hard to tell the progress on this because it's like, I don't know, it's like a straw in the middle, I think. Yeah. And so you can't really see. I think I'm down to this red line here. I've been marking it with nail polish, but when you like flatten out the product, that's kind of where it goes to, which is here. I could even be a little lower. It's just hard to tell. I think I might be down here, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm shocked that this is not finished because I don't know how I fly through foundations. I think this is because I have to mix this one because the shade is far too light for me, but yeah, still trucking along with this. This is my new favorite foundation anyway, so I will be rebuying it in a shade that suits me. Same thing here. I use a little bit more than her, and as of right now my skin is freaking out because I tried a toner and a BoxyCharm because I'm a dumb bitch. It had a lot of fragrance. The second we opened it, I smelled it. It smells like essential oils. Like there's a very heavy fragrance, and so I'm breaking out like crazy. Anyway, I just kind of mix this in with whatever. I normally shear it out with like a liquid highlighter or something to make it a little bit glowier because I'm also panning liquid highlight. But this I haven't marked at the red line as well, but I think it's lower than that. But it's really just hard to tell. It might be a little bit lower than that. You're never gonna know. We'll find out at the end of it. We'll find out when it's gone. I think by the end of it, there's still gonna be this stuff at the top of the tube, like through the sides of it when we can't pump out anymore. So I think the middle is a good marking place. So maybe right under that red line is where I am, but we'll see. Still trucking along at her. I would say within the next 2 months, month and a half, I could get it finished up. Because since I like it so much, it hasn't been a pain in the ass to use. I haven't been like, ugh, not this again. So that's good to know. And this is honestly becoming the bane of my existence. This is the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. I really love this concealer. I think it's beautiful. It's just, I feel like I'm out of focus. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Anyway, this is the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. It's my favorite higher coverage concealer that we own. It's a really, really, really beautiful formula. I've raved about it a million times, but I don't want to wear full coverage every day. And because I have so much of this left, I do wear full coverage every day. Just because of that, at least under my eyes. The rest of my skin is normally light to medium coverage. But yeah, still trucking along at her. It is starting to feel lighter, but there's so much air in the tube that it's just hard to know.
And like it
feels full, so I don't know where I'm at on here, but I'm still trucking along at her. So we'll keep seeing her and where she's going. It's probably gonna take me like 3 more months to finish it. I'll probably use it and help her out, so we'll see. The liquid highlight I was speaking of. This is the e.l.f. liquid highlighter. I thought I was at this mark. I think I'm lower than that upon further use, but I don't quite know yet because you can't see through the tube no matter what you do, and there's air in the tube, so you can't. Well, we marked these the other day when we thought we were going to film this before we realized our camera wasn't going to work. Yeah. So and by like the other day, it was like a week ago. Yeah. But I think I'm lower than this. I don't think it'll take me more than another month to finish it up because did I have a stroke? Yes. Because I mix it in with the foundation and I use it on top as well. I didn't today. I should have. That would have been a good idea, but I didn't. But yeah, I really like this. I don't really prefer it mixed in with my foundation. It's a little bit glitterier for that. But I don't think you notice it too heavily. If you used it as a primer, I think you would, but just mixing it in with foundation, I don't notice it too badly. And then I have my little ABH matte lipstick in Kiss. I am slowly but surely trucking along on this. There's not a ton left. I think it will take me another month or so to finish up if I really focus on it. I normally just use this on the outer perimeter of my lips and then I fill it in with the other lipsticks I'm working on because I'm working on 3 lip products right now like a dumb idiot. This is, I really like this formula for bold lips, but I no longer support ABH, so I'm just slowly but surely trying to finish up all of the products I have from them. This is the Nudestix Matte Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in the shade Purity. You've seen it in our past videos. This is what she looks like. It is beautiful. Oh my god, this has been a joy to work with. Treat. It's not really a color that I normally go for on my lips, but I really like it. I like it for like to avoid butthole lips like Robbie DeChristie does. I don't really get them because I have big lips, but I do like the way it looks like with that and then a gloss on top. I like it as a blush, not as much as a blush as I do as a lip color, but I can use it as a blush. The formula of this is phenomenal. So crazy good. It's fully matte, but it is the longest wearing and most comfortable. It's not a dry matte. Planet. And it's not waxy either like the ABH ones are or like the Maybelline Superstay liquid lipsticks. It's just like, I don't know. It's lovely. I would like to see them come out with a set of minis of these because I would buy it. I like the full size. I don't see myself using up, so I think buying a set of them would be a little rash. A little crazy. But I would like a set of minis like immediately. Expeditiously. Expeditiously. So this is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Caught You Bare Naked. I keep marking this, but I have no clue where I'm at on this. I feel like it should be gone, but it's not. It's full to the brim. So I don't really know what to say on that. It just exists every day. And I think by next month, if it's not gone, I will just declutter it because it's starting to get like dry, like grainy. I don't know how to explain it. When I put it on my lips, expiring. Like it's either expiring or I've just put this over my crusty liquid lips too many times and like the flakes get on there or something. I have had the same problem. Like, oh, I had an iconic London gloss that I forgot about that was in this project and I never used it up. And I threw it out because it was in my purse and I was just using it every day, but all of my skin flakes got on it. This is the Colourpop lipstick in the shade Boy. Almost done. I thought it'll be done by the end of this month. I think. It's gotta be. I mean, it's really close. It's just a little creepy nub slant. It looks like a little witch finger. Like, yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's ugly as sin. I'm so upset that this shade is discontinued because this is the shade, girls and boys.
Apparently,
this is the shade.
We have
bad luck.
We have inherited the curse of Samantha Ravndall, because several of the items in here, and I will tell you which ones those are, have been discontinued, and they have become our favorites. Yes, indeed, you heard that correctly. Our favorite products discontinued. First, it was Natasha Denona Face Glow, and it's been downhill from there. So, just stay tuned to find out what our hellhole is like.
Sam, we are going to sue you for emotional distress.
Pissed.
Goddamn.
I guess we'll go with my little Colourpop guy. This is the lipstick in Tiptoe. This is the most gorgeous, cooler toned, neutral to cool tone nude. It can pull warmer or cooler depending on what you pair it with. I still have quite a bit of this left, but I use this constantly. I love the formula of this. I cannot believe they discontinued this color. It's the perfect nude. And this as a blush, gorgeous. This blush, chef's like with a silver gray, like smoky eye. Phenomenal. I did it the other day. Well, not the other day, but like when I first cut my hair off. Too.
Oh, bitch.
Oh, it is perfection.
Looking good.
It's a beautiful blush. It's a beautiful lipstick. I will be very sad when it's gone. And then my last product that I haven't used up here, I didn't make as much progress on this as I thought, mainly because I've been trying to mix all of my lipsticks and another cream blush that I'm working on in a different project pan together to make a custom blush shade. My blush, the fact that this looks so subtle and soft, I'm wearing 4 blushes. 4 blushes. Just so you know.
Yeah, so if you ever ask what blush we use on like our Instagram pictures, it's going to be one blush that we use.
The main blush.
Not the 15 blushes we use.
We're lying. Anyway, this is Poppy Girl by Nudestix. I think this is the Nudies Bloom. This is not the same color as Poppy Girl that we own in the full size. Anyway, here's where we're at now. It's a mini, so there wasn't a lot to begin with, and I used this on my lips a couple times. It's a really, really beautiful, let me give you a little swatch, sheer kind of like red color, like pinky red. It's deeper than a coral. It's like a coral berry shade. Anyway, I love this formula. It's really beautiful. I think it'll either be gone by next month if I amp up the use, or the month after. Ow! Ow! Oh god! Shit! Oh, that hurt! We're too. If I'm prone to headaches, this is not good. Sorry. Are you okay?
No! Okay. Well, now that we are both severely concussed, here are the products we used up this month. I'm gonna start with this one because it's a funny story and it happened today.
Just now?
Yeah, it was not even close to being used up. I used it like maybe like 5 times. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea lipstick in Skinny Dip. This used to be my favorite nude ever. It's more of a fall nude for me, so I haven't really been reaching for it because it's kind of got like a peach mustard undertone. I don't know how to explain it, but it goes really well with like Jaclyn Hill Pukey. That was, yeah. But it just, I opened it up, I said, and it just went snap and fell, and I was like, alright, we'll call it done, because I think this is probably expired at this point. I mean, probably would be just a lie. Does it give an expiration?
This one is also discontinued.
Yeah, kill myself.
It's probably 12 months.
Yeah, 12 months shelf life. It is at least 3 times its age, but it's gone technically, and we're just gonna roll with it.
I finished up the Lime Crime lip topper in Angel's Breath. I mean, there's still a little bit left at the bottom, but it got really, really dry by the end of it. I could not keep reviving it. Like, even Duraline, oil, nothing was working with it, which is really sad because this is discontinued. And this is the most beautiful shade ever. These are lip toppers. I use them only on my eyes. If you rub it on the back of your hand and like pat it all over your lid, it's like wet, sheer, ethereal sparkle. It's just to die for. So I'm really upset that this is gone, but I'm really, really, really happy that I was able to use up an eye topper product like that. Fantastic. This is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Concealer in the shade Too Dark. This is, oh god, a good concealer. I'm glad I finally used it up. I don't really, there was no marking on it or anything. I mean, there's a little left. I'd be lying if I said you didn't pull
out
the stopper,
empty.
did you?
No.
No.
I was very well over this because
my feet are falling asleep.
I was very well over this by the time I was panning it, and I was like, once it gets too dry that I feel I can't use it anymore, that's gonna be it. Because, you know what? It's like a, what, $12 concealer maximum? Maybe $6. It's a nice concealer for sure. But, see, Glossier ruined our lives. So, now every concealer we hate. Because we have to compare it to Glossier Stretch. This is the Cover FX Dewy Skin Primer. This is... Actually, let me mention something. So, I was gutted that this was done. Absolutely gutted. But I found a alternative. It's not quite a dupe. It's a different... This is the Shea Moisture Glow Getter Pressed Serum Moisturizer. I saw Jessica Braun talk about this a while ago, and she said she really liked this. And I just thought it was going to be kind of like a hyaluronic acid serum type product. No. This is like the Cover FX Dewy Skin Primer. It's a little less thick than that because it is a pressed serum. Yeah, but it's still got that same really thick, it's kind of got the consistency of like coconut oil, but yeah, there's no fragrance. Yeah, it's really, really, really nice. It gives you definitely like a film on the skin. If you don't like that, then stay far away from this product, but it is very, very similar. So I'll be using this in replacement, not for the project, but just in general. Another Cover FX primer. This is the Water Cloud Primer, and I'm pretty sure the last one, I slandered it. I said it was pointless and stupid. I lied. I think you corrected the last one. I think in a separate video, not in our Project Pan video. Let me see if there's just enough for me to like squeeze out. No. Okay. It doesn't matter if the lid's missing. It's gone. This shit was great. This shit was great. It was almost kind of, I think oily, normal to oily skin would like it too, because it was hydrating, but it almost, I don't want to say it mattified the skin because that's gross and I would never recommend something that does that, but it wasn't oily, it wasn't greasy, which is something I normally go for, but there's something about it. It was like, it was so lovely. I liked it a lot, and I'm sad it's gone, but I'm also happy so I can work on something else. I finished up my NYX eyeliner in Midnight. I this happens every time. I use the cap as a sharpening agent. I put it on the back so I have more room. And the bottom of it fell into the said cap. And now I can't put the cap on, and I killed the remainder of this eyeliner. It's all stuck up there because the bottom is there. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this eyeliner. I would probably consider repurchasing in the future, but I'm not going to for the time being. But this is just the most beautiful, like, deep grayish blue liner. It works for everything. I loved it. Yeah, it's really nice. Let's have a moment of silence first off. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is discontinued. This is discontinued. Becca does not sell it. I found it on Beauty Bay or Lish, one of the two. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. I will be heading to TJ Maxx to see if they have any in stock. This was phenomenal as a glowy primer. It is so hydrating too, like as a primer, and it's so nice to mix in with foundations to make them glowy and sheer and yummy. It's good on top of foundation as a liquid highlighter, as it's described. I can't believe we waited so long to try it, and I got the mini instead of the full size, thinking like, if we use it only for the purpose of a liquid highlight, the mini is too big. Yeah, that's enough. I was thinking, I didn't know if it would have glitter in it. I didn't know. I should have bought the damn full size. Oh, it's so good. It's so hydrating. To me, this is like the closest you're gonna get to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter as far as like a dupe. Something that's not glittery and gross. And, but here we are. Here we are, depressed. Anyway, last item here. This is the ABH Eye Primer. There still is a little bit left. Rachel and I have both been using it for like a faux bleached brow moment when we do that. It's not every day, but every once in a while. I mean, my brows are for real bleached, but yeah. Yeah, okay. my faux bleached brow, her brow gel, kind of. Yeah, I don't like this primer at all. So, we used to love it. I don't know what happened. It just stopped working. It was perfect, and then it was ass. I feel like maybe I'm just a clear primer girl, but I like MAC Paint Pot. But you know what? In 3 days, now that it's our only eyeshadow primer, I might start hating it. I don't know what's up with me and eye primers. We just don't get along. Nope, but we don't get along with concealers either, so here we are. Now on to items we are rolling in. This is a heartbreaking experience, but I am going to love every moment of it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for Superstar Youth Glow. There's already like scrapings around the side.
there's that. I've been avoiding using it because it's such an expensive product. It's really not that bad, but here I am. It's bad. It's expensive for like a liquid highlighter kind of thing. I love this item so much, and since we're buying a house, I've been like, but I don't want to use it up because then when I have to buy it again, I'm not going to have as much money. Yeah. But it's the oldest like primer thingy in our collection. So I'm going to use it up, and that's relatively, it's not that old. She just uses it a crap ton. Yeah. I am rolling in the Lime Crime Lip Topper in Meadow. This is the green, the corresponding formula to the other one. I'm just worried that this one is drying out as well. I love this color.
It's such a pretty color.
This is so cool. So cool. I love this on the lower lash line specifically. I don't know why. It just looks so perfect on the
I think it's because we don't really have, look at that, an eyeshadow that matches it well enough.
It's
good for a pop.
So stunning. 10 out of 10. So I'm gonna try to use this. I will not remove the stopper because I think that's what
dried out the other one.
My other one. So until I can't get a single ounce left, I don't know if I'll even remove the stopper at all. We'll find out, but I'm gonna try to use this up. This is the NYX Lip Liner in just brown, I think. Yeah. Unless I just lie on everything. Yeah, brown. This is my favorite lip liner of all time. I use it 24/7. It's like a dark neutral toned brown. It's not quite cool tone, but it's like a dark neutral tone brown, and that is what I go for on the daily. So yeah, we're gonna try and pan that. I think it's really gonna be a pain in the ass because I've been using this like every day for what, like the last year, and it's still not gone, but I use it every day pretty much anyway, so it'll work out fine. And then I'm rolling in this Pixie liner. This is just a nude liner. The Pixie eyeliner formula phenomenal, really, really nice. But I don't wear nude liners. I'm wearing a white in the waterline today. I just don't go for nude. This was a mini that I bought in a set 2 years ago. That's how little I use nude liner. And this is the only nude liner we own. Keep that in mind. I don't like nude liner. So we'll see what happens with this. If I don't use it at all by next month, I'll just toss it away. But if I focus, if I try my hardest to torture myself, I think I can do it. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in the shade M100 Golden Natural. This is the only exception to concealer does not work as eye primer. The only exception.
That one works really, really well.
You would think you have to have the most matte, the most deathly drying concealer in the world to work as an eye primer. No, because I used this on my under eyes too and it worked fine. I just started using it as an eye primer because one day I was like, I don't want to use eye primer, and it worked. I didn't crease at all. And I was like, what the hell? Incredible. What the hell? I buy eye primer for what? And so we're just going to use this up because it's in my shade and it oxidizes a little bit. So
it's a little too dark.
It's too dark, and so I don't know if you can even see it because it probably blends in. It's right there. So I'm going to try and use it as an eye primer, and I would consider just buying the lightest shade as an eye primer to moving forward. I'm rolling back in the NYX Angel Veil Primer. Rachel thought she was breaking out from this. Now we're not so sure if it was this. She thinks it might have been something else. I can't remember what it was. I can't do that. Using. Let's, oh, Niacinamide from The Ordinary. Was it Niacinamide? No, it was Squalene. Squalene from The Ordinary was breaking her out. Anyway, I thought there was way more left of this, but we put a flashlight through and we're down here on it. So
props to us.
Props. For one, I will not be repurchasing this. A, because it's just a pore filling primer. B, because NYX is so expensive.
It's like $16.
It's like damn near $20 for a drugstore pore filling primer. I would buy the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer again over this. A million times over. Anyway, I'm going to try to use this up, even though it makes me so mad that I want to hang myself.
It works pretty well mixed in with foundation though.
Yeah, it's whatever. I'll use it up. And last but not least, this is the Lime Crime Wet Cherry Gloss in the shade Cherry Crush, which makes no goddamn sense because it's orange. It's, well, there's lipstick on it now, but it's like a sheer, let's see how it, okay. So, this is what it looks like when the doe foot has product on it, and this is what it looks like when it does not. It's a very sheer kind of like peachy orange shade, which I like to warm up lipsticks when I need something more orangey. It just works really well to kind of warm up a lipstick, and so I'm just gonna use it. We went through a lot of this really fast, so
it's a beautiful formula.
It's a really nice. They're expensive as shit though.
I hate the smell though. Everybody likes them. To me it smells like cherries mixed with sour cream.
I could lick it. It smells so good.
No, wait, let me smell again.
Cherries and sour cream, really?
No, I can't. I barely use it because I hate the smell so much.
Me with gloss bomb. But yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Last item I'm rolling in here, a setting spray. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. This setting spray is broken. So I was debating between these two to roll in. This one is from Coola. These are both SPF setting sprays. This is SPF 30, this is SPF 50. The smell of this one is so goddamn awful. It smells like rubbing alcohol.
Oh yeah.
And like fruit. It's awful. It's so bad.
It's like berry Bacardi.
It smells like berry Bacardi.
Oh, yep, that's what it smells like. Berry Bacardi and SPF. I'm never gonna be able to use it again.
If you get it in your nostrils, it burns. So that's why I opted for this one, because the sprayer is broken. Because this, I have to go, and then it sticks down, so I have to go. So I might move this into a different bottle just so I can use it properly. But I do like this one better. The scent is not nearly as strong. It's a higher SPF. I don't know if it's any better ingredients wise or
Doesn't smell as bad.
It smells like it won't kill me. So it says matte finish. I disagree with that. Dermatologist tested. Oh, and it's 3 times the size of this one. Well, not 3 times, but close. This is 1.5 fluid ounces, and this is 3.4 fluid ounces. This one was like $30, and this one was like 10. So anyway,
I'm gonna let this dry and decide if it's a matte finish, because
I don't find that it makes me matte.
That's not a matte finish.
It's an oily finish. Which I love.
Yeah. Hydration. That's all, right?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Anyway, I guess that's it for all of our Project Pan stuff. I felt like this took about 16 to 20 hours to film. I could be wrong. When I go to edit, I'll find out. But we've made a lot of progress. We're going to continue to make a lot of progress. My goal is, I think we'll probably film it if we do, like film what we get rid of, because I don't understand. We don't have the setup to just be filming like angles here of like what we're doing. But if we do a declutter before we move, I would like to film that as well. Our goal is to kind of just get rid of anything that we really don't use like at all, and just give it to somebody else or toss it, because a lot of it's old. I had a burp. But yeah, we've just got so much shit. Eyeshadow doesn't bother me as much as like lip products and like stuff like that does, because eyeshadow, there are times where I will dip into a 10-year-old palette and be like, that's what I needed, that's exactly what I was looking for, and it makes it all worth it. But lip colors, look at me. When do I wear anything other than this combo? we are trying to pan out some lipsticks,
and so we have been getting PR lately, not like a lot, but we've had 3 brands send us stuff in the last like month, so that's really exciting. So I don't want our collection to get overloaded with things, so we'll probably do a giveaway at some point as well when we hit 1,000 on here, I'm thinking. But we're trying to really work through things while we are able to, because we're about to move next door. I don't know if we've updated y'all on any of that, but our house that we were gonna buy that was perfect fell through because these sellers were dipshits, and
they're still lying on
they were lying.
They're not disclosing to the next people that are looking at it.
So there was a major problem that we weren't aware of. We got it checked out, and it was a major problem that was going to cost $1 billion to fix. So
at least $8,000.
We pulled out of the deal. And we're moving into our neighbor's house, so we're going to be right next door to my parents, but we grew up in that house. We love all that stuff. So we'll have an inspection this week, and we'll see. She's going to be easier to work with than the previous sellers that we were working with. I'm sure of it. So I think this is going to be the house, which is really, really, really exciting. But it's out of the budget that we had planned.
Oh yeah. It's way said budget. But it's kind of funny because when we were first looking into buying a house like 1.5 years ago, that was the house we wanted.
It's not even on the market.
Yeah. And we were like, that's the perfect house for us. That's the perfect house for us. And then we
she decided she didn't want to sell right away, and we decided we didn't want to buy right away. And then, you know, we started looking at houses. We found a couple we liked, but nothing amazing. Then we found the one that we really loved, and it just fell through. And then another one that we looked at that Vic really loved and I wasn't a huge fan of, they didn't end up selling. So it kind of ended up being like a full circle, like somebody is controlling this, like, kind of moment. But it's gonna work out great, and I have high hopes that this one will not fall through after the inspection, but we'll find out. I would be very shocked if it did. But yeah, that is just us rambling, as always, at the end of videos, because we cannot do a 30-second outro to save our lives. Nope. So, thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video. Bye!